Good morning together. I welcome you to this webinar. It's so special to have you with us today and that you are interested in the logotherapy. That's so an amazing tool. And I would like to look at the presentation with you so that we can see what has been prepared for you. So we are going to look into the 3 steps to become a successful certified coach. Because that's so amazing if you go into it and you see that you can do coachings on a very powerful way with a tool most people in the world do not know about it. This is a free webinar and you will learn how you can help other people because coaching requires a clear foundation that can help both you and the client. And so I want you to become an expert in coaching. Secondly, we'll look at how you can work as a coach full-time or part-time because that's an incredible joy, a meaning of life if you can help others. So you can discover in your life how this will make a change through this training. Thirdly, I would like to look with you to the third point, how you can further develop yourself, how you can personally grow. That's a progress and it takes some time. So let's look to the number 1 before that we do this. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Chris Leonard and I am the director of the Leonard Leadership Institute. So I welcome you and I'm very happy that you are with me. I'm a speaker. I'm a keynote speaker on over 2,400 stages with 130,000 people attending the seminars. I'm listed at the top 100 coaches and speakers in Europe, especially in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. And I have to tell you, I started to speak on stage when I was 14 years old, but I was not very proud of that. First one, because I was so afraid, I was not even sure if my knees will carry me through. I was so trembling, I was so afraid. Well, look at that, what can happen. If you stay on stage, if you stay on whatever you do, you will become better. So I'm a coach, I'm an executive coach since 2002. I have clients from SAP, Swiss government, ORF, Vichy, Porsche, First, Thermomix, Credit Suisse, UBS, Winterthur, Raiffeisenbank, Linz City Council, St. Pölten City Council, Watzabal, Novartis, Lidl, Bosch, BMW, Linz Chamber of Labor, Upper Austria, Sea Association, Ski Association, Social Special Olympics, Hippo Bank, Melk, City Council, Magna International, APP, Universal, Job Zurich, and lots of others. I work with a lot of celebrities with business, film, sport, and medicine. And I love to work with horses. I use them for coaching. So I do equine assisted coaching. I'm a trainer and an educator. I'm the founder of LLI Institute and with the European Association of Logotherapy and Psychology. I am with them since 2012. I'm collaborating with a lot of companies where I do trainings and educate people in the companies as well. I'm an author. I love to write books. And I have written the Purpose-Driven Business Management book and Mind Control. I've written about how to find light in the darkness. It's a book about logotherapy. I have written also more than 25 ebooks which are available. So I'm a member of an expert pool here in the Austrian Economic Chamber for supervision, mediation, stress burnout, and couples counseling. If you want to become a member of the expert pool in Austria for the Economy Chamber, for each of that you need at least 1 year more education. So I could study a lot of things in my life and I'm happy to be in that expert pool as well. If we look at this free webinar to the first point, we want to look here how you can help other people. That's an amazing thing. You know, I started in 2002 as a counselor working with drug addicted people. It was heroin and cocaine. And I did counseling and coaching all the way to SAP employees in Switzerland and Bern. And I tell you, this is such a really amazing experience when you accompany people. It's just not just one time you talk with them, but you accompany people and you see how they overcome difficulties that were not able to do so in the last 10 or 15 or more years. And so this is amazing, I tell you. There is Toby. I changed his name just for security reasons. His father said to me, his father was working for the government in Switzerland. He said, Chris, forget it. We're just waiting for his death. I said, why are you waiting for his death? And he said to me, Chris, if somebody is in heroin, cocaine for more than 10 years, that's not really happening that he's coming out. So we're not really sure about that, but there's not a lot of hope. So I'm so happy I could accompany Toby out of his drug addiction. And Toby studied then in Basel and is living totally a normal life today. Isn't that amazing? So as you go on with coaching, you will have clients, and each client you're teaching something. But I tell you, at the same time, the clients are teaching you. Every client is a teacher for you. And so you're growing in all these things, and as you're doing more and more and more coachings, you will become better. So back then I was an employee and I had immense joy in accompanying people. So maybe you are also employed. You don't need to cancel that. You can do it next to your job and grow in coaching. So through all the contacts I had in Switzerland, I received an offer to hold my first seminar and coaching with a doctor in physics who worked for a consulting company in Bern. This was my first big business contract I got. So I was really afraid. I tell you, can I do it? Can I manage that? I did so much counseling, but no, I do coaching. And I will write an invoice. And then you need to have an effect, right? You need to have some success. And the CEO, which I gave marriage counseling to him and his wife, he said to me, Chris, you can do it. You're doing so great in marriage counseling. You're really good at understanding people. You can definitely help him. So that was good encouragement for me, and I was so happy to be successful in that first business coaching I did. So on that path of coaching, I then met Harry Holzoy. Harry Holzoy was considered the best trainer in Europe at that time. So I'm telling you this very consciously, so you don't think that Chris became an overnight success. Not at all. I had my fears, I had my limitations, and I needed to learn step by step to go forward. So I was with Harry Holzoy on stage for the UBS Bank. It's a special unity called Cornelia with the 100 best bankers in the world, let's say in Switzerland. So that was also quite scary, I tell you, as we went on stage. If he would have told me before, he just said, oh, Chris, that's still quite a lot of young people. I said, okay, let's do it for young people. Well, then it was, really high class, best bankers in Switzerland. So sometimes we got some challenges of life, right? But it's good to try it and to become better on that. So I tell you, maybe you say, I can't achieve anything like that. I was not planning that. And what should I say? I only studied theology before, and suddenly I found myself among the most famous people in Switzerland. So when we moved to Austria, I had the opportunity to learn from Elisabeth Lucas for 8 years. And I tell you, this was so amazing. Have you heard about Professor Dr. Elisabeth Lucas? Here she is. Viktor Frankl, this very famous guy who founded and started logotherapy, had a very amazing student, and the name of her was called Elisabeth Lucas. And she is now the most famous student and follower of Viktor Frankl. Look at that. As I called her, she invited me to come, and then I came for 8 years. I went out and in her home, and she learned everything. What she learned me, everything, what she learned from Viktor Frankl. And this is so amazing for me, because here's Viktor Frankl in direct line with Elisabeth Lucas, in direct line with me. So I'm so happy to have this heritage of logotherapy and the responsibility to give it to you. So I will give everything. I will not hold anything back. I will give you everything what I have learned from her. So I was also asked to become a lecturer, a teacher, and a trainer for logotherapy here in Austria because of all the experiences I had already in Switzerland with the coaching and counseling. So since 2012, I'm teaching logotherapy in different academies. So many came to also my office, to my coaching office. I had bankers, I had lawyers, I had entrepreneurs, I had big companies, leaders, doctors, dentists, and I can just go on with the list. But you know what the good thing is? Whatever profession they have, they are human beings with a need and problems, and they need solutions, and most of them, they cannot find out what it is. So can logotherapy help people? You know, I have thousands of people. I changed thousands of lives. I could influence thousands of families and marriages. For the 12 last years, I helped also more than 500 people in depression and burnout. And it's so amazing if you have the key and you can know how to help them out. This is so amazing. So I would say it really changes life 100%. You will not recognize them anymore after your coachings. They are just 100% different because they learn how to think differently. And if you change your thinking, if you change your mind, you change your life. So let's go to the second point. How you can work as a coach full-time or part-time. So, you know, you will find incredible joy and also meaning in life by helping others. So you will discover in your life that this training can change your life. So people always ask me, how do I start? The best simple thing is to start. Many people are doing education all the time, and they never start. So through the training, you will get all the important tools. It's not only theory, but also practical. And that's why I recommend to you to take package 1 and take package 2 together. And so during your training, you can even start your coachings because you will see that by practicing it, you will become better and better and better. And there are people who are already during the training refinance their investment into the training. So that's very interesting. So, you know, you can create during the training also your website. We have experts for that who will help you. You can hold seminars about logotherapy. You will be known better. And there you can make your first flyers. You can help people. You know, people will start coming, and you will see that as long as you do, more people will come. And as you work, the word spreads, and that you have a tool that hardly anyone knows. So that's so interesting because that really changes everything. You know, you don't have to talk about your childhood for 1,000 or 10,000 hours, what people are doing in different other coaching areas, but you can just go there and see how I can change my life today. So that's wonderful, and it's very unique. Some people ask me, can I make money with this? So this training, you can earn nothing, or you can earn little, or you can earn moderately, or you can earn really well. It depends all on your mindset. If you become really good, if you put yourself into that training, if you really study, if you really change your personality, if you grow with all the knowledge, I tell you, you will become very, very good, and then you can demand wonderful hourly rates as well. You can be booked by companies because they see you can help them. So I started small, and over the 22 years I'm doing coaching now, I have become so good that even top leaders of the world are contacting me to become their coach and help them. So you can do it partly. You can do it alongside your studies. Maybe you are a mom and you would like to do that as your kids are in school. You can have it as an additional income and source of income alongside your job. Maybe you're only working from Monday to Thursday and you want to do that on Friday and on Sunday. You can grow your business. It can even become a full-time. I do that as a full-time since many years, more than, let's count, 16 years. And I just love it because you can be your own boss. And you know what's so amazing? You can do it even if you are old. You just do it. And that's the amazing thing. I just received a WhatsApp message, and one of our participants of the training who finished already said, "Hey Chris, thanks, I'm doing well. The business is going exactly as it wanted to be. As a small business owner, which makes me very happy, especially since I have the time to engage as a passionate grandpa to 2 grandchildren. I hope you and your family are doing well. Warm regards, Andy." So Andy decided to have a small business. He is almost retired. He has sold his company. He wants to spend time with his grandchildren, and he just loves it because he has a purpose in life. It's not just empty, doing nothing, but he can put all his experience and all the logotherapy power into his coaching. So there is another example. A mother of 3 children completed the logotherapy training, and she's so amazing. I remember when I met her first by training, she was so shy. When I asked her, she turned red. She was really shy, and that's so interesting. But her personality was growing over the 2 years. And then she told me the first year when she finished logotherapy, she earned already 30,000 euros with it. That's amazing, isn't it? So I don't know how you will start, but that's how she started. Another participant has sold his companies. He had 3 companies. He is around 50 years old. He finished the logotherapy education, and he's into sports personality here in Austria. He has founded his own coaching practice, and even though there is no money concern, he sees it as a meaning of life. You cannot just, even if you have money, you cannot just do nothing and just enjoy life. Of course, enjoying life is beautiful, but you need to have a purpose in life in order to have motivation. In order to have motivation, you need to help people. And so that's what's happening here. And I'm so proud of him because he's putting all his experience into the logotherapy, and he helps people with burnout, and he really brings them back to health. So how do you personally grow through that education? How you can further your personal development? It's not just about helping and coaching others. It's also about your own progress. Learn how you can untangle knots in your life. That's so amazing because all the students who are coming, all the participants, we have very, very amazing leaders participating in that training. Dentists and doctors and leaders and CEOs. And everybody has his own knots. If you want to, you can lose them and you can have a better life. So it's so brilliant. It's not just a theoretical education which you maybe get at some of the universities around the world, but it's a handcraft, and you can really better handle yourself, your family, your communication, your relationship to your parents, children, partner, friends, colleagues. So it really makes a change, and that's so important because how can you teach logotherapy and you haven't changed yourself, right? So there are a lot of topics we will cover. This is just a few ones. If it's self-worth and self-value and self-confidence, and what about self-love, and what is about the attachment of anxiety and fears, what is your pattern in romantic relationship, effectiveness in professional life, being able to make better decisions, fighting perfectionism, improving communication, overcoming shyness, becoming more sensitive, being able to say no, and the multiples of topics of all the topics of psychology, communication, personal development. So you learn to process your own life. And there's an amazing tool which Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lucas invented, and it's called the autobiography. It's you're looking at your own life story. And that's a very, very amazing thing because it's an amazing tool to experience, but then also learn how you can use this tool in your coaching career. So after the course, I will tell you, you are not the same anymore. You are completely transformed. You have entirely a new way of thinking, and it's not just the logotherapy, but it becomes your own. And that's so amazing. So you live it, and just by doing so, you become a role model for the people. So I want to really say thank you to you that you came to this free webinar and that you're interested in the logotherapy. And I want to tell you something. If you be part of that, you will never regret it. You will have so much fun. You will love it. You will just create in your life, and you will have so much happiness in your life because you learn how to help people. And as you see that your clients are making progress forward, you will see, I know what Chris talked about that in his webinar. I understand now much more better what he said about that. So I want to invite you. We want to start this English course. You just go on the website and you go on it and you can sign up on that link here. If you go on chrisleonard.com/logotherapy-training/, you will see that you can sign up. And we will go online and we will train you. We will see each other. We will train you. And after the 2.5 years, you will say, Chris, this was such an amazing, amazing experience. So I am really looking forward to see you in that training very soon. Sign up today to get and receive the bonus. I'm happy that you came to this webinar. Thank you so much and see you soon.